for what should be a terrific matchup here tonight. Capital One Arena in our nation's capital. Tonight, the Washington Wizards playing host to the LA Clippers. The opening tip belongs to the Wizards as we get going in Washington. To Thomas from long range. That's the start they were looking for just as the fans were getting seated.
And I love that aggression. Stylistically, you have to come out and dictate the tempo of the ball game. Don't ease your way into it. Keep your foot on the gas.
Wall. Bad pass there. Clippers have it. George buries the three. Jay, when you break down Paul George, where is he at his best?
He needs to be engaged. He needs to have the ball in his hands. He needs to be needed. And that's the biggest thing for Paul George. When he's the guy offensively and he makes those clutch shots, it re-engages him defensively. And that drives him to be the best version of Paul George there is.
Kawhi Leonard matched up with Mahinmi. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. His first effort off the mark to Leonard. Kawhi Leonard missed his first. That one goes.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
And the defender over pursues, and he's called for it.
A simple touch foul.
That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 1.
Wall. Passed it off. Beal, it's good. If you don't stand in his way, he's going to make you pay.
You know what I like about this pass play? Instead of putting his head down and forcing the action, he patiently waited for the play to develop.
Wizards with the basketball. Thomas. To Wall. Here comes the screen. Wall. Lets it fly from long range. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
Ooh, that confidence level is so superior. Whenever you start jogging back on defense before the ball even goes through the net, that speaks for itself.
That's out of bounds. Wall the last to touch. George.
To number 42. That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 1.
Paul George is going to get 3 shots here. A career 84% free throw shooter. And hits the first free throw. Hits the second. One more coming. Perfect from the line. Hits all 3 of them. Wall into the front court. Looking to make something happen to Thomas. 4-3. And Isaiah Thomas good on the quick release. 4-3.
I mean, does he have eyes in the back of his head or what? I get paid money to watch and study this game daily. Even I didn't see that angle.
Stuffs it down with authority.
I don't think I could do that on a 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. To Thomas. The pass taken away by the Clippers. Paul George, 2 for 2. That's what you want.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
Here we go. Here we go.
Fires the 3. He made his first effort, but not that time. Leonard cleans the offensive glass. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The ref spit, and that's the game.
The free throw, good. Caps off the 3-point play. The lead is 4.
2 minutes remaining in the
To Beal. Add 2 points to the board.
That's the kind of defense they're going to play on him all night. Even though he made that shot, he knows there's nothing easy about this game.
Strong finish for Paul George.
And last year, it seemed like PG really had a difficult time finding that next-level elite PG. No doubt about it, this year, he needs to be playoff P all day, every day.
The assist from number 3, Bradley Beal.
And the finish, slam dunk. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Count the basket inside.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Kawhi Leonard, guarded by Beal. That pass stolen by the Wizards. Ish Smith to Wall. Has a look. Bradley Beal, 3 for 3. That's a perfect start.
The great defenders, the ones that really earn their paycheck, are the ones that refuse to be screened. You stuck to that screen like Velcro.
Bad pass there. Clippers have it. And now he's going to shoot a few more as he's fouled going up for it.
Guys like Gary Payton would always take ones early like this all the time. Number one, to see if they'll get caught. And number two, to leave a little mark on you to remind you that they'll be on you all game long.
So he hits the first, misses the second. To Wall. He gets it.
The defense is doing such a good job of denying him the ball and really getting in his pocket, but he got that one to go.
George up against John Wall. Paul George. That's now 5 in a row without a single miss.
It can only be one of two things here. One, the defender ran out of gas, or two, this dude is just unstoppable.
Had a good look there, but it's no good.
Well, you can't finish with your right hand on the left side of the rim. You actually have to use your opposite hand. Steve Nash is one of the best at this. Different shots at different angles, high up the glass, expecting that there are trees down below with long wingspans that can block your shot.
That ends the first quarter. The Clippers are out in front. One quarter down. Jay, is anyone gonna miss? Defense was not good in that first quarter.
The pace of this game has been prolific. As a fan, I love to watch. As a coach, I would be pulling my hair out. These players are driving me crazy. I need to see some defense, please.
I don't want to ask this question. What hair?
Why would you ask it then if you don't want to ask?
Just go in there.
Okay. Well, you win.
Stuffs it down with authority.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
Kawhi Leonard, 4 out of 7.
One of the best in the biz right there. Maybe the best.
Thomas. Deep left corner. Wall. That's off the side of the rim, no good. Williams across the timeline. Up by 3. Leonard. To George. For 3. And Paul George good on the quick release there.
I know there are refs on the court all the time, but it doesn't mean they can see every play. Maybe defensively, grab his jersey, step on his toe, do something to kind of change up his pace.
Wall to Thomas. Going to launch beyond the arc. Oh, he couldn't get it to go. Leonard. That is great vision to set it up. And the reward, he's going to the line.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big time play.
Paul George, a couple of free throws on the way. Hasn't missed yet. Knocks down the first. And fails to hit them both. Hits the first, misses the second. Fires the three and drills it. Jay, spacing can be a beautiful thing.
And that's really good recognition by the offensive player. When you're dribbling the ball up the court, if you see the defense take his eye off you for a second, if you're in range, you let that fly because it can also enhance your chances for an offensive rebound.
Ish Smith. He's finally on the board. Makes his first shot.
And when plays like that happen with multiple players touching the ball, the basketball gods will 100% reward you.
Leonard. The pass set it all up.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Great look and vision. Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
Okay, that time it was effective. But a really good defender will put that in their memory bank.
To Smith. Here comes the screen. Ish Smith. Another chance to Smith. Ish Smith. He's 2 for 2 now.
It's really a dope thing when passing becomes infectious. But don't become overly passive. Still take your shots when they're there.
Oh, they called the foul, Jay.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
We have both squads set to make some moves right now.
Washington Wizards are in the building. Substitutions, Washington.
Beal, where's the chatter? No one was even close to him.
And here's the setup, Ed, down the stretch. From a player who's been in these type of positions, eventually I'm going to hit you with a head fake, and you're going to have to jump considering I just made the last couple of threes. And that's when I find an easy way to get to the rim or force the defense to collapse to kick out for, guess what, another one.
To Wall. And they call it.
Just a tic-tac foul.
Kawhi Leonard, that's his first personal foul. Team foul number 1. That's the first foul in the last 2 minutes.
Leaves his man in the dust and finishes at the rim.
I don't know what halftime evaluation will be worse, the ankles or the bruised ego.
Slam dunk. Good luck keeping up with that.
Did you see that jump? It was as quick as a pogo stick.
1 minute remaining in the second quarter.
Wall. He shoots. Oh, off the mark. To Paul George. And scores. Nice footwork to get around the defender.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Wall. Five to shoot for Washington. Deep three at the buzzer. Yes, a three at the buzzer. And this is all tied up as we reach the end of the first half. So we head to intermission all tied up in what's been a tight one from the start. Let's get you to Orlando, where we say hello to Jalen Rose in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen. All even to the first half of play as we get rolling once again here in the third quarter. George can't go down. Smothering defense.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
And it's George there for the rebound. finish at the rim.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
To Beal. And a throwdown.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. Kawhi Leonard against the former #1 pick. Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
Yeah, I've been in this situation before. Just raise your hand. We got to switch.
Thomas with the basketball. His guys find themselves trailing by a bucket. Driving right to the basket. He cruises in for 2. Too easy.
There you go. I like seeing his scoring coming from unlikely sources.
Paul George. And they call the foul. Jay, he was there too late.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
Kawhi Leonard at the line for 2 shots. Shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair.
I got ball. That's me.
Thomas to Wall. Runner here won't go down. To George. Beyond the arc for 3. That's off the side of the rim, short.
In the first half, he pretty much made every single shot. It was magical to watch. But now that you have drawn so much attention, try to get your teammates more involved.
Clippers have the basketball. Here's a chance from long range, and Kawhi Leonard buries the 3 with a hand in his face.
Well, the defense has been good, but the shot-making ability has been better. And sometimes for NBA players at this level, the more you're in their face, the more it helps them center their focus.
And a putback slam.
And I'm telling you right now, there's always going to be a home for a player in this league for a guy who does the cleanup work around the rim like that.
Oh, had him going there for a second. Paul George with the block.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Leonard. And he knocks it down.
This is a game of ways. As a defense, you have to recognize that they come and they go. That will not be the case all the time moving forward.
Now the Wizards going to take the timeout as their coaching staff wants to talk things over here in this 3rd quarter. Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups. Thomas into the front court. His guys trail by 10. From long range, knocks it down. Defender has to get there next time.
It's all about creating space with the dribble. Once you have that gap, you can beat somebody in a variety of ways. He chose the dagger with the 3.
Shot from the lane won't go. Into the front court comes Wall. The margin standing now at 7. Takes it coast to coast, and the strong finish at the rim.
I know I've seen this many times in various mixtapes. Add that one to the list, too.
That's going to get out of bounds. Last touch by Beal. Scott Brooks going to shift gears, make some changes to his lineup. Leonard to Beverly. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
And the true test of a team's character is how they respond when they get hit in the mouth. Keep digging.
Deep right corner. Thomas buries it on the catch and shoot.
Well, they're shooting the ball at an amazing clip. And when they shoot the ball this well, they're essentially unguardable. And Ed, let me tell you what that does for the team. It eventually opens up space to put the ball down on the ground and get to the rim. That's how critical the three-point shot is.
Wall across the timeline. The deficit is 6. Lets it fly from beyond the arc, not getting the bounce. To Leonard. Count it.
I remember my high school coach said 1 man can't beat 5. Well, I'm telling you right now, he lied. I'm watching it happen in person.
Lets it fly from long range, and the rebound grabbed by the Clippers. Couldn't keep it in. Out off Paul George. Looks like both teams are making substitutions. Washington basketball. Nothing going here on that drive. Goes reverse to lay it in.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
To Leonard.
Got it. Good trap.
4-3. Trying for a 30-point night, but it's no good. Nice follow-up on the dunk there. He climbed the ladder on that one.
Well, the question is, how big is the ladder? He's still climbing.
Thomas across the timeline. His club staring up at an 8-point deficit. Deep three at the buzzer. 3 quarters down, the Clippers have the lead. The Wizards in control of the basketball as we start the fourth. And I think the best way to describe where they stand right now is they're down, but they're not out.
It's a game we used to play in the league all the time. It's called a series of stops. That means get 3 stops in a row. Each game is a game within the game. You get 3 stops in a row, and then another 3 stops in a row, you're right back in this ball game.
Nice pass to set things up. Nothing going here on that drive. Here comes the screen. Wall. Fires the 3. Off the mark. To Paul George. Now a steal by Washington.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Thomas. And it's Leonard there to clear the rebound. Wall. For 3. And the Clippers with the rebound. To Williams. Going to launch beyond the arc. And Lou Williams, quick catch and shoot there for 3.
Defense, do the math. You force him to take tough twos, you'll probably have a better chance to win this game if you can slow down the pace.
Count the basket at the rim.
No. See, this is where I lose my mind. If you have that height, you got to throw that one down with authority. Send a message.
Paul George pins it. And that's going to be out of bounds off of George. Some lineup changes now for both clubs. Wall to Smith. And stuffs it home.
I don't think I could do that on a 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. George to the basket, but it won't go. Follows his own shot with that one. Nice follow-up. At this point, they're twisting in the wind.
Were you looking for a response from me? Because I don't really know what else there is to even say. I mean, is this even a game? I mean, we should just start packing up and getting ready to go right now.
Ish Smith, very efficient and making an impact. He's 3 for 3.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Cleans it up. Rebound taken by the Wizards. To Wall. Oh, emphatic slam.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
To Leonard. Trying to cash in. Slams it home on the putback.
A lot of players lift weights, but who cares if you lift weights if you don't use that huge upper body? Great job using that big frame. That'll be a winning formula in overtime every time. Answer a 2 on one end with a 3 on the other. Ed, tell me if I'm wrong, but I think a 3 is more than a 2, correct?
That is great math, my friend. And throws it down.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat 5, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Strong finish for Paul George.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Timeout called here by the Clippers as they'll talk things over here in this fourth quarter. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes. George. Smothering D.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Beverly into the front court. Up a dozen. And Kawhi Leonard. Good on the quick release there.
And it just seems like the defense has lethargic closeouts. You need to close out with more of a sense of urgency. Run them off the three-point line. Make them take a tough two rather than an easy three.
If he's hitting shots, it could be a long night.
Everything looks great when you shoot the ball like this. And yes, Ed, this team does have some issues, but they are all masked and camouflaged with this shooting display we're watching.
Ish Smith to Beal. Fires the three. Oh, surprise. He hits it.
They're shooting the ball well, but let me tell you why. They're already ready to shoot before they even catch the ball. Look at their hands. Their hands are ready, providing a target. So when they catch that ball, they go right into their shot. We call that being shot ready.
Wall with it up top. Trailing by 15. Beyond the arc for three. Had made his first couple, but he misses there. Gets to the basket and scores.
You know, it reminds me, Ed, of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with the fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Wall, pass to the rim. And the rebound taken by the Clippers. The crossover gets inside and the slam dunk.
I see the easy dunk, but what I don't see is energy. Scream, do something. Get yourself emotionally involved in the game.
Whistle stops play. Timeout for Washington. They're down big in this fourth quarter and a chance here to empty their bench. Here's a chance from long range. Buries the wide open three. That's too easy.
I know the refs on the court all the time, but it doesn't mean they can see every play. Maybe defensively, grab his jersey, step on his toe, do something to kind of change up his pace.
Just inside the arc, at the buzzer. It's the Clippers who come away with the victory as they win this one handily. That does it. For my partner, Jay Williams, and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA.